What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Final Whistle. I'm Dan Yerb, joined alongside my guy here, Nathan Osler. And we got a solid episode for you guys. Final Whistle, episode 16.
Jeez.
Episode 16. Yeah, we're cruising here. We're doing our thing. But gonna preview some NFL games, get into some NBA talk just a little bit. Maybe play a Weddle or whatever. But should be a good episode today. Do you want to start off with talking about last night's NFL game? We're obviously filming this on Friday, so last Thursday, October 24th, Rams versus the Vikings. The Rams came out victorious. Was it at home? Were they in?
Yeah, it was in LA.
It was in LA.
Yep.
The Rams won 30-20, and there was a questionable call to end the game. There was a face mask that wasn't called from Sam Darnold in his own end zone, which resulted in a safety. And it should have been a face mask. So a lot of people were up in arms about that. This was a solid game. Obviously, before that, the score was 28-20. And so the Vikings would have had a chance to, march down the field. I think they had 1:30 left, which is fully doable with the way Minnesota's looked this year. But crazy ending to that game just because there was a no call on the face mask. I was at a sports bar and everyone was kind of like, "Whoa, what the," you know what I mean, going crazy there. But what are your thoughts on this? I mean, obviously, there's not really too much of a debate. It was a clear face mask.
Yeah. So I liked what the refs like. I think it was like saying like they didn't have a good angle.
Mm-hmm.
The ref standing right behind it.
Yeah.
But like, there's a couple key aspects of this game I do want to talk about. Besides that, I said it before I picked the Lions over Vikings as my lock last week.
Okay.
Because I thought the Vikings are due to hit a brick wall. I think we are seeing the Vikings hit the brick wall right now. Okay. I know they could have had a chance to win this game. This is now 2 in a row after starting 5-0. I'm looking at their schedule coming up. They could easily regroup from this. They have the Colts, who are playing with Joe Flacco, Anthony Richardson. We don't even know who's going to be the QB anymore. Jacksonville Jaguars, which honestly, the Jaguars need to start playing good football if they want to have a chance. Then the Titans and the Bears. That's a 4-game stretch. The Vikings could save this. If they lose like 2 of those games, I don't think they're legit. I do not think the Vikings are going to be a legit football team this year. I know Sam Darnold's been very good, but I've had this talk with a lot of people, and I've been seeing this a lot of places. I think we're due to see Sam Darnold turn back into the Sam Darnold we know. I need to see a full season of this elite version of Sam Darnold to have more trust in him. I know he has like Justin Jefferson right now, sure, but you're just looking at this. I don't trust Sam Darnold to lead the Vikings to an NFC West championship. No offense to the guy. I would rather trust Jared Goff or Jordan Love to do that if you're a quarterback in this division. This division right now, the NFC North, has been the shocker in my opinion this year. Every team is in it right now. The Bears are in last place. They still have a chance to win this division the way it's been going. I think it's the Lions' division to lose because I know they just took first place from the Vikings this week. But I'm looking at the standings right now. Let me read these. 5-1 Detroit, 5-2 Green Bay and Minnesota, 4-2 Chicago. All of those division games are going to matter. And so far, let's see here. The only teams that play in the division right now are 1-0 Detroit, 1-1 Minnesota, 0-1 Green Bay, and Chicago. They're like the Steelers this year. All of their division games are at the end of the year. So those are the Bears I'm looking at is, are they going to be able to keep up? Can the Vikings keep up now that they've lost 2 games? I think the Packers are better. Like the Packers have been playing sneaky good football. I'm not really high on the Packers, but honestly, they're starting to win me over a little bit. The way they've been just sneaking around. The Detroit Lions, I had a feeling this was the team to win it all in the NFC, that is, and they're starting to look like that. But the Vikings brick wall, I think, might have been hit last night. I hope that face mask call is like reviewed in some way, shape, or form by like a referee committee and like saying like, oh, we actually got that wrong, not a whole, oh, we just had a bad angle. It's clearly, like I saw a meme about it, the ref standing right by it. How do you not see the guy grab his face and just tug him down? I could understand why like Jefferson's mad on the sideline. Sam Darnold's upset. I can get it. Referees are going to mess stuff up, but it's at the point of like they're determining the outcome of football games where it's like that can't be happening.
Yeah.
Before I get into the Ram stuff, do you have anything else to add about the Vikings?
Not really, honestly. I want to talk way more about the Rams here, and I mean, I think we should just jump to it. I mean, you look at this Rams team. This was what they were 1-5. They were 1-5,
1-4, I think,
1-4 or
because they're
something.
3-4 right now.
Okay, so yeah, they were 1-4, and now they're 3-4. This is a solid team, and people forgot how good the Rams could be with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, and they both come back the same game, which I thought was kind of cool. And Puka Nacua kind of steals the show, and I think that might be a reason why Cooper Kupp wants out, or there's a trade going on because they know that Puka's their guy. It's Cooper Kupp. They don't. He's not a wide receiver 2 in any means, but that's what he is for this offense. Cooper Kupp's a wide receiver 2 for this offense. So the Rams need to figure out who their true wide receiver 1 is, and then say goodbye to the other one, because when contract talks comes up, he's not going to come. He's not going to sign with you regardless. So might as well get something for him. I think that's maybe why that this trade talk's going on. But regardless, the Rams look good, and when they can utilize their pass to set up the run, because they have one of the best rushing offenses in the entire National Football League, it's a scary team. It's a very scary team because the last weeks 1-5, when they were 1-4, people were like, all right, they're just going to run the ball. Easy money. Who the hell is Stafford going to throw to? No one. And now it's okay. They got Puka and Kupp back. We kind of got to play a different defense. Okay, now they're going to run it up your mouth with Kyren Williams. And it's a good enough defense to get the job done as well. It's not the defense that it was 3-4 years ago, in that Super Bowl window they had. But I'll tell you what, this is a good Rams team, and all the people that counted them out, you can't count them out yet. Now, if Cooper Kupp goes, if they do trade him, then this team gets significantly worse. So my question to you is, why would the Rams even want to trade Cooper Kupp? Because in my opinion, you still have a Super Bowl window with this team. This is one of the best offenses in the entire NFL. Why the hell do you want to trade one of your best players? I don't get it. Why would you want to trade one of your best receivers they're asking for a second round pick? How does that make any sense?
I think at the max, they're going to get a 3rd round pick just because of the injury issues. They've already been calling teams. And I'd posted a clip about this on TikTok. I don't think the Rams have a reason to trade Cooper Kupp anymore. I think this was the game to determine if they were going to trade him or not. Why would they? And I'll bring this up as well. They are 3-4. They're 3-1 at home. They have been a very good home football team. And you have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua coming off of injury. Nacua puts up 106 yards. Cooper Kupp puts up 51. You got Stafford throwing 4 touchdown passes. Kyren Williams is a really underrated running back. I don't think he gets as much love as he's deserved. He's putting up 97 yards on 23 carries. Sure, I don't like the carry amount, but still, he's putting up 97 yards. He's been a receiving back as well when those two guys have been gone. This guy has carried their offense to where they are. And I want to look at the standings. And this is why you do not trade Cooper Kupp. NFC West right now, there's only one team with a winning record, and they're 4-3. Every other team is 3-4. The Seahawks are 4-3. The Cardinals, Rams, and in dead last are the 49ers in ranking wise are all 3-4. Why would the Rams look at this division right now and be like, let's just trade Cooper Kupp now. Let's get a draft pick. Like you said, you think their Super Bowl window is still open. I think it could be as well. I think they're a very sleeper team in the NFC West. And I think the reason they keep Cooper Kupp is because the 49ers have been subpar this year with all their injuries. Everyone thought they were going to run away with this division, which I think everyone thought this was their division. They're going to go back to the Super Bowl. They do not look like that. They've been losing Jawan Jennings. They just lost Brandon Ayuk, who's they just signed. They lost CMC for a while. I don't even know if he's going to play this year. Deebo Samuel's off and on. George Kittle's off and on. Jordan Mason, hopefully he stays healthy this point. But they even lost their rookie wide receiver because he got shot in the chest. Can I just say this about the Niners? This division's still up in the air. I don't know who's going to win it. I think the Rams can still make some noise in this division. The Rams, let me look at their schedule. Let's see here. They beat the 49ers 27-24 already. That is a team that they have a tiebreaker over already. I get the rumors. I understand why they would want to trade Cooper Kupp because the wide receiver demand this year in the NFL, and I can go off on this later in the show. It has been by far absurd how many wide receivers. It's every week there's a new wide receiver on the trade market. It is.
Exactly.
It's so annoying. All off season, Brandon Ayuk, the Brandon Ayuk saga. Where's he going to
Devontae
go?
Adams.
Devontae Adams last week. This week it's Cooper Kupp, and all while this is going
It's
on,
ridiculous.
D-Hop gets traded.
Yep.
DeAndre
Ridiculous.
Hopkins just got traded, and no one's talking about that as much. It's been, where's Cooper Kupp going? He's not going anywhere. This might age well. I don't think Cooper Kupp's going anywhere.
I'm a guy who hates when old heads talk about back in my day and all this. But honestly, think about it. Back before 2016, 2017, guys never did this where they would just request a trade. You got drafted to a team and you kind of stuck around there for a little bit. You maybe went to one or two more teams. You wouldn't just like, okay, looks like our ship's sinking. I'm gonna request a trade. I want out. I'm gonna spark all these rumors. This never happened back before 2015, where guys were just wanted out. It honestly all started with it all comes back to Le'Veon Bell with that contract. Back around, was that like 2016, 2017?
The holdout.
Yeah, like guys didn't hold out. I mean, I know I talked about this when I talked about Jamar Chase and, when he was holding out, CeeDee Lamb did it. Wide receivers in the NFL, they are such divas. And, obviously they're a very valuable offensive piece to any team, but goddamn, stay on your team. And when stuff's not going right, maybe look at yourself to be the issue. Okay. Don't say, okay, well, we've lost 4 out of 5. I'm just going to request a trade because we don't have a shot at winning. Dude, no, like ride with your team. It is this new age of NFL. I'll tell you what, these guys, these divas, it's embarrassing. Honestly, it's fully embarrassing. And every single week there's some sort of drama with a new guy who wants on a new team, this, that. Like this never happened before, ever. It's like we're watching reality TV every week.
Yeah, I'll say this. And you brought up Cooper Kupp, why you might trade him. It's because of the contract and their salary cap issues, I think you were saying earlier. I just looked up his contract terms right now. In 2024, this year, his base salary is $15 million. He has also $5 million in guarantees. 2025's roster, he is set base salary of $12.5 million with $7.5 with $5 million fully guaranteed. In 2026, he's scheduled $14.85 million. Looks like $5 million guaranteed. He's not a free agent until 2027. Whenever Puka Nacua is a free agent, they're going to have to make some decisions. And I don't think that it could easily be a restructure of a contract. They're still paying Matthew Stafford pretty good money as well, which he's deserving of this money. He's a free agent in 2027. So looking at the contracts, Stafford and Cooper Kupp are both free agents the same year. Nacua, let me look at Nakua's deal. He's still on his rookie contract. Let's pull him up really quick. He is not a free agent. You don't have to pay him until 2027 as well. I don't think Nacua is a guy that strikes me as demanding a lot of money.
I agree.
But I could see the Rams giving him a contract just to say, hey, you deserve it. Mm-hmm. Cooper Kupp at the same time did not go through a lot of drama waiting for his contract. I feel like the Rams has done good with this type of aspect of breaking money down. Yes, their salary cap does not look good this year. I think this has them ranked 29th in the league in cap space. They're at 2.6 mil. The guy that worries me is the guy who's probably going to need more money is what are they going to do with a Kyren Williams in 2026? Can Kyren Williams stay as good as he is? He's going to be 26 that year. That's a question for a long time. He's still on a rookie deal, but that's a big question for me. But I don't think the Rams got to trade anybody. I think they're fine as is.
I fully agree. I don't see a reality where you need to trade Cooper Kupp. I think that you should keep him and Puka. It's one of the best receiver duos in the NFL right now. Why break it up?
Yeah. So, do we have anything else to add about Rams, Vikings?
Not really.
It wasn't a bad game.
No, I mean, Puka went off. He had 106 yards on 7 catches. Cooper Kupp, 51 yards on 5 catches. Justin Jefferson had a baller game, 115 yards, no touchdowns on 8 catches. Justin Jefferson is just a full stud, dude. I'll tell you what.
I'll say this. My only takeaway is, I said, the Vikings might be running into their brick wall. I said the Lions were going to be that brick wall. If they lose 2 of their next 4, I'm panicking if you're a Vikings fan.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think the season started I think they peaked too early this season. I know last night's game ended in drama with the no face mask call. But
Mhm.
besides that, this season, I think they're peaking at the wrong time. I think if you're a team like the Vikings, you wanted to peak in like weeks 8 to 13, maybe, not weeks 1 through 5. That might be a stupid statement to make, but it happens in the NFL.
Yeah.
So we each picked a game
Sure.
we wanted to cover. Then we're going to cover one that we both agreed on. You want to start with yours?
Yeah, I picked the Bears Commanders. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is questionable to play this game. He said that he wants to play, but it's not his decision, so he's questionable. I think he did practice today, so things are looking good for Jaden Daniels to play this football game. If you're a betting person, the line right now is Commanders +3, just because no one knows if Jaden Daniels is playing. So I think he's probably going to play, so I would hammer that now while you can. But yeah, this is in Washington. If Jaden Daniels plays, I don't see a reality where the Bears win this game. I mean, the Bears are 4-2, the Commanders are 5-2, pretty similar teams, but the Bears are 0-2 on the road and the Commanders are undefeated at home. This is a very good matchup between two rookie quarterbacks. People are saying that, Jaden Daniels is the best rookie quarterback. I think that is abundantly clear. I don't think it's even close to Caleb Williams. But I mean, you look at their stats, it's honestly not as far off as you think, right? Jaden Daniels has 1,400 passing yards. Caleb Williams has 1,300 passing yards. Caleb Williams has 9 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels 6, and Caleb Williams has 5 interceptions. Jaden Daniels has 2. So it's honestly a lot closer than people think. But Jaden Daniels is just so much more flashy to the point where I just think he's a way better quarterback than Caleb is. But I think pound for pound that the Commanders are a better team than Chicago. Maybe not receiving wise, but the rest of their team, I think they're just a better team than Chicago. I'm going to go with the Commanders to win this game. And I'm honestly just really excited to see, the two rookie quarterbacks duke it out here. It should be a really fun game. They bumped it from 1:00 to 4:25 Eastern time, just so, it can get more views, more prime time. And they bumped the Bengals-Eagles game back down to 1:00 because both those teams are been under par this year. So yeah, this is what are your thoughts on this game? And can you believe that the Bears are favored by 3 at home? So also, I want you to take this into account. Home teams in the NFL automatically get 3 points. Automatically, you get 3 points. So they're technically saying the Bears are favored by 6 points here.
I'll say this about the Bears and this, I guess, Bears Commanders. The whole thing is if Jaden Daniels is going to play or not.
Yeah.
I think
it's Mariota. Mariota played great last week.
Yeah. And it's funny, ESPN has this as 49.9 to 49.7% in favor of the Commanders right now. But I feel like if Mariota plays, I'll give it to the Bears. Sure. Just because I like the Bears' weapons a tad more, personally. I know the Commanders have looked good with Scary Terry. Brian Robinson Jr. as well has looked okay. Jaden Daniels is clearly the electrifying piece of that Commanders offense. This is a battle of picks 1 and 2. If Jaden Daniels does play. If Jaden Daniels plays healthy this week, honestly, I think if he's able to play, it's like he says, he wants to play, but it's not his decision. If they're in a situation where they don't think it's right for him to play, I completely understand it. You don't want to jeopardize the health of your number 2 overall pick. Bless you. The Bears, on the other hand, I feel like Caleb Williams is looking at this game. And if Caleb Williams is a competitor like I think he is, I think he wants Jaden Daniels to play to prove he should have been the number 1 overall pick. I think Caleb Williams looks at this game, if Jaden Daniels plays, and is like, I'm going to show the world why I was the consensus number 1 overall pick. Now, in Jaden Daniels' shoes, you know what I would want to prove? I would want to prove maybe you should have been in the contention of a number 1 overall pick, coming off of, I think, a Heisman win. So I feel like this game deserves to be at the 4:25 slot. I'm happy they moved it. I'm happy they moved it to this 4:00 hour because usually these are the games that start to get you hyped for Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
This is a battle of picks 1 and 2, and they're both quarterbacks. I'm really hoping Jaden Daniels does play this game because I would love to see it. The Bears are not a good road team. They are 0-2 on the road. The Commanders, however, are 3-0 at home. So when we get to our picks, I might take that into consideration, but at the same time, I'm taking into consideration who is the quarterback at this time. I know Mariota looked really good last week. They played the Panthers, I think it was. But, I mean, he still played pretty decent. Other than that, I guess that's all I got until we get to our picks. So,
yeah, this is going to be a fun game to watch. I kind of picked this more of as a fan pick than anything else, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Commanders here, even with Jaden Daniels out. Again, I'm a big Marcus Mariota fan. I loved him in college. I loved him in Tennessee. I've kind of followed him throughout his entire NFL career. I honestly think the guy is a lot better than people ever gave him credit for. He did a lot with a little. So, I mean, he balled out against again, it was the Panthers. It was the Panthers last week, but he still put 40 on their head, and he came in when it was like they were up there. They were still up a little bit, but he dropped a 40 ball on their dome. So, Bears are obviously not to be taken as lightly as the Panthers. But again, I'm just not sold on Chicago yet until they beat a serious team. Until they beat a serious team, I can't be sold on the Bears.
yeah, I'm excited for this game. I mean, you say just the Panthers, but they're starting Bryce Young this week. You can get to that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't know if you saw that. Bryce Young is back.
What are your thoughts on that?
They're just stupid. They're a stupid franchise. They stink. I guess. Sure. I think Bryce Young is screwed no matter what with that team. He needs to go elsewhere. I think he's stuck. But other than that, I like that pick of your game to watch out for. I have a game, though, I want to talk about. So I picked Cowboys-Niners. 3-3 Cowboys, 3-0 on the road. They're a very good road team, but they also suck at home. They're 0-3. Sure. But they're on the road facing the 2-2 at home and 3-4 overall San Francisco 49ers. The reason I picked this game was because I think this is a must-win for both teams. I think it's a must-win for the Cowboys because in no world you don't think Jerry Jones does not want to be 3-4. He wants to be 4-3. Jerry Jones wants to be a winning team. In a world, maybe, who knows, he's going to fire the trigger and get rid of Mike McCarthy if they lose more. Honestly, with Jerry Jones, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm surprised Mike McCarthy lasted after the Packers wildcard game.
Yeah.
The 49ers, on the other hand, they're at home coming off of a loss to their team they lost the Super Bowl in, the Kansas City Chiefs. They did not look good at home. They just lost Brandon Ayuk. They have a bunch of guys questionable. I'll get to the injury report in a second because this is why this game's interesting. They're 3-4. Who thought the 49ers this year would be 3-4 and one of the worst teams in the NFC West? They're tied with the Cardinals, who I thought the Cardinals were going to be better than what they are, but the Cardinals, they're tied with them. Now, here's the injury report, and this is what's making this game up in the air for me. I know ESPN has this strongly, and I mean strongly favored by analytics to the 49ers. I don't think it's as big. Here's the gap they gave it percentage-wise. They gave the Niners a 67.5% chance to win. They're only giving the Cowboys 32.3% of a chance. Let me tell you the injury report. The Dallas Cowboys, questionable. Micah Parsons, where's he been? He's out doing his podcast. No offense to us who make podcasts, but he's doing his podcasts every week, and he's hurt. John Stevens Jr., no one really, he's a tight end. Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle, he's on the IR. Eric Kendricks, a linebacker, questionable. Deron Bland, a corner, IR. Tough losses for that defense. Now, here's the 49ers side of things. All these guys are questionable. Jawan Jennings, Jordan Mason, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Nick Bosa. That's their whole team.
Yeah.
If Jordan Mason somehow doesn't play, I think he will play. But, both teams are going to suck at a running game this week if Jordan Mason's not in. The Cowboys have not been good at running the ball this year. That's one thing Jerry Jones did not do well. Sign a running back. They clearly don't have one. I mean, I don't want to undervalue either of these teams because the talent is there, but this season has been a frustrating one, I think, for both of those fan bases. More so the Cowboys just because they're not injured as much. Their offense is still intact. They still have Dak. They still have CeeDee Lamb. The 49ers have lost all their offensive pieces. They just lost Brandon Ayuk last week. They just signed to that crazy contract after an entire offseason. The reason I picked this game to talk about is because I think this is a must-win for both teams. I think if the Niners win, their season is still a go. Maybe. Who knows? If the Cowboys win, I don't think there's as much panic. I think it's a good win for them. If they win, they're 4-0 on the road so far. If the Niners lose this, they're 3-5, 2 games under 500.
Mhm.
I think if the Niners lose, I guess the Niners have more to lose, I guess, because I feel like 2 games under 500 is a lot more worse in the NFL today than 1 game under. And I went through the 49ers' upcoming schedule. Let's look at this very quick, and I'll throw it over to you. So they have the Cowboys this week. The game next week they have, I mean, it is what it is. It's in 2 weeks. They have a bye week after the Cowboys. They have the Bucks on the road, and the Bucks just lost a bunch of pieces. That one's still up in the air. Seahawks, who they already beat. They beat them 36-24. Packers, Bills, Bears. The next 6 games, Cowboys, Bucks, Seahawks, Packers, Bills, Bears. That's a gauntlet in my opinion. I didn't even think I'd put the Bears in that talk. After that, they have the Rams, who the Rams already beat them. The Dolphins, who might have a good Tua. Who knows what's going on with him. Lions, Cardinals to end the season. This middle of the season is an absolute gauntlet for the San Francisco 49ers. With all the injuries they have, their season is in jeopardy, in my opinion, of going down the drain. And we could go from, and also this will be my last point, we could go from saying the 49ers are a Super Bowl candidate to not even making the playoffs. So
Yeah.
I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, I think there's a very good shot that they don't make the playoffs. So let me pull up the standings right here. I mean, you look at their division; they're last in their division. Who would have thought that? I think honestly, I think Seattle's going to win this division. I think if you were to ask me right now who's going to go to the NFC Championship, I would tell you the Seattle Seahawks. I think that this is a very good team. I know I said that earlier. I said that before the season started. This is a damn good team. Now I know they just DK has a I don't know, not a torn MCL, but he injured his MCL, so his knee's going to be injured. But yeah, Seattle's a good team. And then you look at the Rams. The Rams are now a good team again. So it's going to be a gauntlet, you're right, for the San Francisco 49ers to win this division. And they need Christian McCaffrey back as soon as possible. And it's got to be now, honestly. It's got to be within 2 weeks or else chalk the season, honestly, because you're right. The injuries have ruined them, and the injuries are proving to a lot of people that Brock Purdy's a system quarterback. If he doesn't have all his weapons, the dude looks like Jarvis Landry or Landry Jones.
Terrell Pryor.
Yeah, he looks like Landry Jones out there. Like he's not good without his Hall of Fame weapons.
And it sucks to say because I like Brock Purdy. I think he's fun. But you can tell when a quarterback needs his weapons.
Yeah.
You can clearly tell. No offense to Brock Purdy, but you can tell he thrives better in that type of environment that the 49ers have built him. But if I'm picking a winner, I guess if you did yours for your game, I'll do mine for my game, and you can give your pick when we do our rapid fires. I think I'm going to take the Cowboys. As dumb as that sounds, as bad as they've underperformed, the Niners are just a big question mark.
Where is this game? This is in...
It's in San Fran. The Cowboys are 3-0 on the road.
Jeez. I think
this is such a toss-up. Like
Debo playing.
Like no one knows. He's questionable. Let me read you their questionables.
Jauan Jennings is questionable too. I mean,
Jordan Mason's even questionable. Like
how are the Niners favored by 5.5 when half their team isn't playing?
I guess the Cowboys are just under.
Micah Parsons isn't playing. Micah isn't playing. I'm gonna go with the Niners. I don't think Micah's gonna play. That's a big blow to that defense, and that is the best player on that team. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Niners here.
That's fair. So before we go to our rapid fires, we picked a game we wanted to talk about. We were gonna do Steelers Giants, but that's not as exciting as this one. I think you brought it up during your game. It got flexed out of its slot and moved to the 1:00 hour. Eagles Bengals.
Yeah, Eagles.
This would be a subpar battle of teams.
You would have asked me this with week one. You could even said this is a possible Super Bowl matchup before the season started, and I would have believed you. But both these teams have looked average, to say the least. The Eagles are 4-2. They've looked a little better than the Bengals. The Bengals just have struggled this entire year. And I know people are trying to glaze Joe Burrow, saying he's having an MVP year. What type of football are you watching? I've heard a lot of people, I'm not even kidding, say that Joe Burrow is having an MVP season. Bro, he's 3-4. that's not an MVP season. If you have the best stats, but you're 3-4, I don't care. You are the quarterback. Wins and losses is on you. I promise you. You are not like a running back where it's like, okay, well, wins and losses don't really. No. It's on you, bud. So if you're gonna say that Joe Burrow is an MVP candidate, block me, please, because something's wrong with you. But Ja'Marr Chase has been very, very, very good. Ever since I started saying he was a fraud and he's not top 5, I mean, Ja'Marr Chase has unequivocally been top 5. You could even say top 3 this season, and I'll stand on that. I'll go back on what I said. I think that's fine. You know, I'm okay being wrong. I was very wrong about that. But when I look at this game, this is in Cincinnati. They're Bengals are favored in this game. I think that's right. Honestly, I think Bengals just got off to a really slow start. This is still a damn good football team, and I'm gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Eagles here. But the Eagles are good too, but they just got to get Saquon going early. They had a very good game against the Giants with Saquon. He was 13 yards away from his career rushing yards high. But I'm gonna go with the Bengals here to win this football game.
So I have 2 things I'm worried about this game, one for each team. Well, this isn't it, but the Bengals are also 0-3 at home. They need a win, but also the Bengals start like this every single year, it seems. Yeah. They always start out awful, and then they magically get above 500.
Yep.
I'll say this. This is my worry for both teams. If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm worried about the running defense because we saw how Derrick Henry ran against them last time around.
Sure.
Saquon Barkley is another animal, you could say. If you're an Eagles fan, I'm worried about your coaching. Nick Sirianni, in my opinion, has been one of the worst coaches this season. I'll say it. I think he's been a bum. He's too busy yelling at his own fans and they're winning games really close. They're not winning games like the Eagles should. Yeah. They lost to the Falcons 22-21 at home. They lost at the Bucs. They got, in my opinion, it looks better than what it was. They lost 33-16. They only beat the Browns 20-16. The Browns looked bad that game. I was watching that game. I was like, this is so boring to watch. Nick Sirianni has not coached the Eagles like I feel like he should be coaching the Eagles right now. That is a fan base that wants to be pleased all the time. It is a rowdy bunch, and you do not want to make them upset. It wouldn't shock me. Like, there's Eagles fans I know that want them out. Like, I've seen that take. And I agree with that take. They're 4-2. Sure, great record. Who knew the Commanders would be the best team in the NFC East right now? It's supposed to be the Eagles and Cowboys. The Eagles and Cowboys, despite the Eagles being 4-2, Cowboys being 3-3. They have winning records, yes. They have both underperformed, in my opinion. The Eagles should have beat the Falcons. They should honestly be 5-1 right now. But they lost. It was a bad decision. Bad decisions have been made this year by Sirianni.
Yeah,
and what worries me from that aspect is he's going to get out coached by Zach Taylor, who, in my opinion, has not been coaching that good either for the Bengals. But what worries me, if you're a Bengals fan, like I said, is the rushing defense. How are they going to stop Saquon? But if you're the Eagles, how are you going to stop Ja'Marr Chase? This game could have been a Sunday night football game if the Cowboys-Niners wasn't as hyped as it was. Honestly, if the NFL could have done it with all the injuries, I would flex this game out of its spot and put this at Sunday Night Football. I think this is going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a very good early window type of game. I know T. Higgins is questionable right now. He's not on the IR yet. Other than that, like, not a lot of, like, Dallas Goedert's the big questionable for the Eagles. I guess we'll pick our winners now. So you took the Bengals?
I took Bengals here.
I am as well. Before we get to our rapid fire picks, I am going to take the Bengals. I don't think they can go 0-4 at home to start. I think this is a must win for Cincinnati. They do not want to be. You thought 1-4 was bad. I feel like a bigger hole to be in is 3-5. I think they're better than what they are. This is a team that, in my opinion, could have beat the Ravens. They barely lost that one. They lost to the Patriots. They shouldn't have lost to that game. They almost beat the Chiefs. They got, I think, killed by the Commanders, but like they only lost by 5, but they look completely outplayed. They did not look that good against the Giants that one Thursday night, I think Monday night it was. Actually, no, that was Sunday Night Football. They only won 17-7. They beat the Browns without Deshaun Watson for a half, but like that wasn't even impressive. The Bengals are better than what they've been playing. And this is another team that's going to be entering like a type of little gauntlet, you could say, the next few weeks. But I feel like it's an easier gauntlet compared to what the Niners have. They have the Eagles, the Raiders, who stink, but the Raiders also beat the Browns and Ravens. They have the Ravens on the road, the Chargers on the road, and the Steelers at home.
Mhm.
Then the Cowboys. So I feel like this is a must-win for the Bengals, so that's why I'm going to pick them. So I guess let's do some rapid fires.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Rapid fire picks of the week. Ravens Browns. Browns are 1-6. They just lost their quarterback Deshaun Watson. Honestly, I could see this team not winning another game this year. This is a bad Browns team. And without their quarterback, now they're going to DTR or Jameis Winston. I'm going with the Ravens. They're gonna pummel the Browns.
I am as well going to go Baltimore.
Titans, Lions. Lions, easy. Titans are horrible. I don't know if Mason Rudolph is going to start. I don't know if Will Levis is going to start. It doesn't matter. The Lions are going to put a belt to ass.
I am as well going to pick Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions.
Cardinals, Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Dolphins here. Tua Tagovailoa is back. Tyreek Hill said start me on your fantasy team. That's all I need to hear. Dolphins are going to be back. They only got 4 losses, which is very good for Tua being out all that time. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Fins to win this one.
I think we've noticed the last few weeks that the key to the Dolphins' success is clearly their quarterback staying healthy.
Yep.
Their quarterback play has been awful without Tua.
Yep.
I feel like their receivers have also missed Tua a lot. Mm-hmm. This is a must-win for Miami this week, and I think they're going to do it.
Yep. Jets, Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Jets here. They have to get a win.
I have a gut feeling this game's gonna suck.
Yeah, obviously.
You're picking the Jets.
Yeah, obviously. I think they're gonna win by a lot. I think they're favored by 7. I think that's fair.
I'll pick the Jets as well. I'm trying to save my upset pick of the week to something interesting. I was going to use it there, but nah.
Falcons, Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Falcons here. Buccaneers lost to everything. They're in shambles. I think their morale is just at an all-time low. They just got mollywopped by the Ravens in their home stadium. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
And lost all their guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to also pick the Falcons. I think the Falcons, this is the game that maybe lets them run away with the division.
Mm-hmm. Packers, Jags.
Ooh.
That's a tough one for me. Honestly, yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers here. They're good. Packers are a good football team.
So I'm not going to call this my upset of the week.
Okay.
But it could be labeled an upset. I'm going to pick Jacksonville. They're at home. I think they're in a portion of their season where they need to win. They're not a bad team at home. They're 2-1 at home, but at the same time, the Packers are 2-1 on the road. I think it's more must-win for the Jaguars. So they're going to come out hopefully looking good. I'm taking Jacksonville.
Texans, Colts. Anthony Richardson is back, and he's going up against C.J. Stroud. The Texans are 5-2. They're 3-0 undefeated at home. This game is at home. Texans are favored by 5. I'm going to go with the Houston Texans to win this game. I just think that Anthony Richardson has not lived up to what I thought he was, and he has not been playing well this season, and neither has this Colts team, which is 4-3. They're going to be 4-4 at the end of this matchup.
I'm taking Houston, and you're not going to like this. I think they need to start Joe Flacco over Anthony Richardson right now. I know they need to develop Anthony Richardson, but Joe Flacco has been at least putting up good numbers. If the Colts want to win, why not let Richardson sit under Flacco a little bit? Don't just throw him in the fire in the midst of trying to fight for your season at 4. I know they're only 4-3, but like Richardson, like you said, I believe in him too. I want to believe in him. I know you're really high on him. I just don't think he deserves to start right now. I'd rather start the QB that gives me a better chance of winning than a trial quarterback, in my opinion. I get the whole point. How is he going to get better, though? So I get that aspect. I think this is a game Colts fans could look at and be kind of upset with if they lose.
Yeah.
Which I get it. I just don't like the way they're going about it, being like, do we start the quarterback that's been getting us good numbers, or we start the quarterback who we want to believe in for the future? So do we jeopardize that? I think this is a different situation than the Steelers were in with Fields and Russ. Mm-hmm. This is Joe Flacco, who just went on a playoff push with the Browns, got the Colts some wins or whatever, and then Anthony Richardson, who's an unproven, I would say, rookie this year, even though he was hurt all last year. But I am going to pick the Texans, but this is a storyline I think I'm going to be looking at throughout the season.
Sure. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Texans here. Saints, Chargers. Oof. I'm going with the Chargers to win this game. Saints are bad.
I'll pick the Chargers. The Saints started 2-0 and it's just fell off a cliff.
Yeah, this is a gross game. Bills Seahawks. My upset pick of the week. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. They are not favored in this game. They're a home underdog. I like to take home underdogs, and I'm going to roll with the Seattle Seahawks at home to upset the Buffalo Bills.
I know I picked the Jaguars as an upset, but this is my upset pick of the week as well. I got Seahawks over Bills. I like them at home.
Panthers Broncos Super Bowl 50 rematch.
Bryce Young, he's back.
Yep, Bryce Young is back. Honestly, hear me out. I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers to win this game.
I'm hearing you out.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Bryce Young's going to come back with a vengeance, and he's going to ball out. He knows that what he has to do now. The offense hasn't looked that miserable. It's looked pretty bad, but Chupa Hubbard's been a really good part of this offense. They're going to get Jonathan Brooks back eventually. I think if he can just connect with Deontay Johnson, I don't think that this Broncos team is going to win this game. I know Denver's favored by 11 points here at home, which is kind of crazy, but I don't know. This is a crazy pick for me. I've done it once. The Panthers have been my upset pick of the week, and I got it right. Their only win is when I picked them on upset pick of the week, so I'm going to pick them again for my upset pick of the week. This is not my upset pick of the week because yeah, it is. This is my upset pick of the week. Seahawks are just an upset. This is my upset pick of the week. Panthers to beat the Broncos at Denver. They're going to shock the Broncos.
I'm going to pick the Denver Broncos, and I think I'm picking them just because it would be a crazy story to see the Broncos at 5-3 with Bo Nix. Yep. I don't think everyone was high on them, but I don't know. I'll say this really quick. Did you see the TikTok, or I think it was on Instagram about it? It might have been on YouTube. I saw it. They brought up the idea for the Panthers, what would make them good, or it'd be really funny to watch, is if they don't trust Bryce Young to throw the ball. Some guy just said, why don't they just trade all their wide receivers, get rid of Thielen, get rid of Johnson, get rid of Leggett, run the Navy triple option offense, get a bunch of running backs, go get Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
I think it would be really funny. I mean, I don't think it would work in the NFL at all. But at this point, what's there to lose if you're a Carolina Panthers fan? But I will pick the Broncos.
Yeah. Chiefs Raiders. This is in Las Vegas. Undefeated Chiefs, best record in the NFL. The only undefeated team left in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes has not looked good this year, but the Chiefs have. They've squeaked out a few wins. I think they're going to squeak out another one against a division opponent here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Give me the Chiefs.
We hardly talked about D-Hop, but D-Hop's now a Chief, and the Chiefs are going to win this game pretty good.
Yep.
I think this is the game that wakes up Mahomes too.
Bears Commanders. I already gave you my pick. I'm going with the Commanders.
I'm as well going to pick. No, I'm going to pick the Bears.
Wow.
It just depends if Jaden Daniels plays, in my opinion.
All right. Cowboys Niners. I'm going Niners.
I am going Cowboy.
All right. Last game of the week. My Pittsburgh Steelers against the New York Football Giants. Going with the Steelers at home. We're wearing our color rush jerseys. This is going to be a whooping. Russell Wilson is him. He looked amazing. Najee Harris, screw you. But he's going to have another 100-yard game. Hopefully George Pickens can get hot again. But my beef with Najee Harris is in full effect until Najee Harris either has 100 yards or rushes. Najee's got to either rush for. Here's my criteria. To get me back on the Najee wave, I've got to have 2 touchdowns or a game-winning touchdown from Najee. And by game-winning touchdown, I mean he's got to score with under 35 seconds left.
Okay.
And under 50 seconds left, he's got to score a touchdown.
Did he do that last week?
It's got to be a game-winning touchdown. So that's got to be the touchdown that wins us the game. Okay.
Can I say this about this game?
Steelers, though. Talk to me. Yeah,
I'm as well going to pick the Steelers, but I actually hate being this confident in the Steelers to win a football game on primetime.
Yeah.
Because we all know what happened last year against the Patriots. I think on Monday Night Football it was, maybe Thursday Night Football. They got destroyed. So
they did.
I hate being confident about this game, but I am. I just know what the Steelers will do. They should do. Their best case is to be 6-2. I think they have the bye week next week. If I'm not mistaken, go 6-2, I guess. So I'm taking the Steelers. I'm very confident. Can't believe I'm saying that because that's always bad news if you're a Steelers fan being too confident. If they lose this game, there's a lot of question marks, though. So Pittsburgh.
Yeah, go with the Steelers here. So that's all our NFL picks. Do you want to do a Weddle or do you want to get into the NBA?
Let's do a Weddle.
Do a Weddle. Weddle Unlimited here. All right.
We gotta start doing sporkles.
Yeah. Well, you just find anyone and let me know which one you want to do, and we can do it.
Okay, I'll look some up later.
I always forget that it does this.
What's it doing?
This is this. All right, Weddle.
It's gonna need zoomed in a lot.
Really?
Yeah. There you go.
Get these ads out of here, man.
So I won this last week. Last time
did.
we did with the
You clutched for
Devontae
us.
Smith pick.
You clutched for us. Let's go with. I'm feeling a running back this week.
Hey, pick your guy Najee Harris.
No, I don't even want to type his name out.
Okay, Aaron Jones. He's right there. Do an NFC running back.
Not a running back. Damn it. He's old as hell. He's over 30. He's in the NFC. And his jersey number is under 33. So I'm thinking quarterback. Thinking quarterback in the NFC, not in the NFC North.
Stafford.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
On the Rams. He is a wide receiver. Oh, Christ. And he's under the age of 36, of course. And
he's older than 29.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What
So
if this is... How old's Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp? I don't know. I don't think he's that old.
If it's defense, I'm lost.
I mean, should we try it? Yeah, I'll try Cooper Kupp.
Screw it. See if it's a wide receiver.
Kupp. Ew! We got it in 3. We got it in 3 again.
Nicholas just sent the
Let's
chat
go.
Cup, so he's behind us. I can't believe I pulled that out again.
Let's go.
I didn't think he was that old. How old is Cooper Kupp?
31 years old, it said.
What?
Wow.
I didn't think he was that old yet.
He's
Jeez.
an unk. Wow, maybe I don't want him on my side.
Buddy is old. Oh goodness.
We have not lost a Weddle. You want to try and run it back again, or should we take our win?
Do it again.
Can I get another one here? Play again. All right, here we go.
He's right. Amon-Ra. Okay.
Oh, NFC North wide receiver, not on Detroit.
He's older than 24. DJ Moore.
Younger than.
He's either a Viking, or a Packer. You could try Justin Jefferson. I mean,
no, Justin Jefferson's older than, younger than 24, I think.
Wait, he has to be older than 24,
but younger than 27.
Nicholas said Romeo Doubs.
All right, he's a Packer. He's a Viking. Oh,
so you could say it possibly is just try him out. See if Justin Jefferson.
Oh my God, you are him. You are him.
Let me cook.
Wow, Justin Jefferson's 25.
Listen, our generation's getting old already. Like, we're getting old. We're up there.
You own Weddle.
Yeah,
this is crazy. That's fire.
Wow. You want to talk basketball?
Let's get into the association here.
The association. After this, I want to hear what your World Series take is.
Yep, I'm fine.
Who's winning that?
Let's do that right now. I got World Series is starting today. Yankees versus the Dodgers. First of all, do you think this is good or bad for baseball? Having the two best teams. I agree. A lot of people are saying this is bad for baseball. I think this is great for baseball. This is going to be the most exciting World Series we've had in a long, long time, since arguably the Cubs and now Guardians were in the World Series in 2016. I have not been this excited about a World Series in that old and that long. Like,
may I just say this?
I'm excited. Talk to me.
Not to cut you off. True. This is the first. Everyone's complaining Dodgers Yankees World Series just because they spend money. The Dodgers are $1 billion team. I wish we're fans of small market teams. I'm a Pirates fan. I'm pretty sure you're also a Pirates fan. I know you like the Blue Jays in there as well. But what's stopping them from spending money as well? Sure. First of all,
nothing.
I get the Dodgers signed Shohei Ohtani. They deferred his contract $2 million a year. Well, he made that decision because he wanted to put the team first so they could sign his buddy from Japan, Yamamoto. Made a lot of sense at the time. The Yankees spend a lot of money too. Just wait until Juan Soto gets his contract in the offseason. if people are mad about this and they're going to say, oh, we get this all the time, we haven't had a Dodgers and Yankees World Series since 1981. A lot of people complaining about that weren't alive. I wasn't alive for Dodgers Yankees in 1981. I was born in 2001. The last time the Yankees won a World Series was 2009. I was in elementary school. The last time the Dodgers won a World Series was 2020. The Mickey Mouse one. Both teams have something to fight for. There's multiple storylines.
Good to me. Good World Series.
The Dodgers.
I just don't get it. Why are people upset when the two best teams are in the championship?
Because they're mad they spend money.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. Like,
I don't care either. They do it. They want to win.
If you're the two best teams, you should be in the championship. Like, that's what the championship's for. You want to see who the best team is. I want to see the two best teams go at it. This is going to be a great series. I'm taking the New York Yankees to win this World Series. I just want to see. I want to see Judge get a ring. I like their offense. They've been winning games, and it's going to be tough to beat the Dodgers because they have an explosive offense, and their roster is disgusting. Both these rosters are unbelievable. It's awesome.
Can I say this?
I've never been this into playoff baseball in my life. I think these are the best playoffs I've ever watched.
This is the MLB playoffs that I think fans should be wanting. If the MLB wants to compete with the NBA, NFL, and college football at the same time, people are going to say it's rigged. It is not rigged. They had to win to get there. The Dodgers and Yankees is going to kill the ratings. Like, they are going to destroy the ratings. Mm-hmm. They're going to blow the ratings out of the water for a previous World Series. There's a bunch of guys I want to see like you said, Judge. You're forgetting a guy in the Yankees I want to see win a World Series a lot. He's been one of my favorite players.
Garrett Cole? No,
not Pirates. Since his Miami Marlins days. Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, true.
I want to see him win a ring so bad. That was my first ever baseball jersey I owned. It's in the closet, a Miami Marlins Giancarlo Stanton jersey. But there's also a guy I want to see win on the Dodgers.
Shohei
Ohtani. That's my guy. You know it. I think he's deserving of a ring. I think he's going to have a lot more chances. I think the Yankees might win it. Like, I don't even know who to pick. I think it's a loss. If this series is a sweep or in 5, this is such a loss.
I hope this goes to 7.
It needs to go 6 or 7. I think the Yankees might win it. I think it might go 6 or 7. I think it goes 7. It's going to end in LA, but the Dodgers have lost a couple home playoff games so far.
Yeah.
But what worries me about the Yankee Stadium is the short porch. I'm very excited to see if Shohei, Mookie, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy start cranking nukes to the short porch. Some piss missiles. Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Stanton.
Yeah.
This is going 7. I guess I'll pick Yankees. I'll go on record and pick New York. Screw it.
Should be fun. So we're both going New York. First time we talked about baseball this year.
We'll do more. Hopefully soon.
Let's get into the association. On Wednesday, I watched my team get belt to ass. Raptors fan, if you can't tell, behind me. I'm going to touch on this game very lightly because this was an embarrassment. We first of all, I want to say this. I waited a long time to watch my Raptors play basketball. I couldn't even watch the damn game because it was blacked out because it's Cleveland's near us. I'm so sick of blackout restrictions and sickening, so I still have not watched a Raptors game, but I was following it on the ESPN thing. What an embarrassing game this was. Scotty Barnes only 9 points. And then full embarrassment. Chris Boucher led the Raptors. That's my guy. Chris Boucher. Shout out Chris Boucher. I got his jersey up there. I got a Chris Boucher card right here. I got a Chris Boucher card right here, autographed. I got another Chris Boucher card right here. They're always on my desk because that's my favorite player is Chris Boucher. Favorite player in the NBA is Chris Boucher. A little bit of obscurity, but he's the most underrated guy in the NBA. I promise you, he dropped 18 points. That guy is a full dog. Shout out my guy Chris Boucher. I love you. And you dropped 18 points. That was fun to watch. Also, my second favorite player, Grady Dick, who will be my Halloween costume, is dropped. How many Grady have? Grady had 16 points, second leading scorer for the Raptors. Just a really pathetic performance from this whole team. I'm not going to touch on it more. Lost by 30 to the Cavs. Cavs looked very well. Evan Mobley balled out and just kind of owned the Raptors all game. Pacers beat the Pistons in a close game. Let's see what other thing to touch on. Your Magic. I'll tell you what. The Orlando Magic, please do not sleep on the Orlando Magic this year. Please, I'm telling you, if you are watching this, I said it in our early predictions. They said, who's your sleeper team? I said the Magic. They spent the most money this year in the offseason. They spent the most cheese this season. They got their guys back. They re-signed their guys. They got role players. This is a damn good team. They beat the Heat. The Heat are a contender, and they put belt to ass on the Heat. The Magic are going to be underdogs in a lot of games this year. If you want to make money, bet the Magic. They are going to be underdogs in a lot of games where they really shouldn't be. Magic are a damn good team. The Bucks beat up on the Sixers, and of course, Joel Embiid is already sitting out. Paul George is already sitting out. I'm so god. It's been one day in the NBA, and we're already doing load management. I'll tell you what, I'm sick of it already. I'm very happy that the Sixers lost because I hate them. The Bucks looked pretty good for playing a borderline G League team without the two of their three best players. Giannis shot 25 points. The Hornets squeak out a win against the Rockets, where LaMelo Ball dropped 34 points. The Hornets looked pretty good in this game, where LaMelo Ball balled out. They came back from being behind 18 points, and they come out with a dub. So Hornets with a good win. Pelicans, Zion Williamson is out already, which is a shocker. I don't know what we're gonna say about Zion this year, but it's sad. He's already hurt. Brandon Ingram, 33 points in that game, in a win by 12 points against the Bulls. The Grizzlies squeak out a win against the Jazz. John Morant, 22 points in this game. There was a rookie, Zach Edey, and a lot of people were interested on what Zach Edey would do. Only 5 points from Edey. He looked pretty bad under the basket. He was 2 for 4. He missed 2 shots. One of them was very, very easy. He was 1 from 5 from the free throw land, but he started and he did not play that well with only 5 points. So I would like to see more out of Zach Edey. Warriors put spanking on the Trailblazers. Steph Curry has now not lost to the Portland Trailblazers in over 1,400 days, which is absurd. So Steph Curry is a papa of the Trailblazers. Celtics played last night. Damn, they look good. God damn, they look good. I'll tell you what, they look really good. Jason Tatum, 25 points again. They spanked the Wizards. This is just a dynamite Celtics team. Just I don't know who's going to beat this team. There's one team that I think will beat this team. I'll get to them in a second. Mavericks beat the Spurs. They spoiled Wembanyama's first game back. Klay Thompson actually had a really good game. A lot of people were saying that Klay Thompson was going to be bad this year. And, he looked horrible in his last game with the Warriors. He looked horrible in the preseason. He dropped 6 threes. He looked pretty good. So if the Mavs can cook like that, they're going to be dangerous. This is the game I want to talk about. I know I just covered a lot. This is the game I want to talk about. You talk about the best teams in the NBA. One of the first teams to come to mind are the Denver Nuggets, right? Denver Nuggets are a contending team. They just got spanked by the Thunder. This might be the best team in the National Basketball Association, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I was saying, who's going to beat the Celtics? These guys are going to beat the Celtics. These guys are winning the championship. What day is today? October 25th, 2024. I am going to say this. The Oklahoma City Thunder are winning the championship. This is the best team in the West. Look how deep this team is. Look how it's so good. Wiggins off the bench, 15 points. Aaron Wiggins. When you have a guy like Aaron Wiggins that can just drop 15 off the bench, you're chilling. The bench combined for the Thunder, 18 points off their bench. That starting lineup did that themselves. Alex Caruso, 0 points, which was kind of embarrassing to watch. He was over 2, but SGA with 28 points. Chet Holmgren, shout out twin, was dropped 25 himself. This team looks unbeatable. I'll tell you what, looks straight up unbeatable. I don't know how you're gonna beat Shea and Chet, because Chet is built like me, right? And he's absolutely just cooking on the best center in the NBA. He's cooking on the back-to-back MVP, Nikola Jokic. He's cooking on him. I don't know how you're going to beat this team. I'll tell you what. I don't know. That's all I have to talk about in the NBA. But this Thunder team, this is the best team in the NBA. Them and the Celtics are going to be – it's them for the best teams in the NBA. The East, it's not even close to anyone besides the Celtics. And in the West, from what I saw these first 2 games, it's gonna be the Thunder. The Lakers looked solid. Bronny got in the game. How about that? Bronny James got in the basketball game. That's crazy. He shouldn't even be in the NBA.
Don't even get me started about that old debacle. You know me and LeBron.
Well, that's the GOAT, but his son is not the GOAT.
Man, can I share something with the screen really quick? While you're reading that? This is what I see. Let's see. Share screen. Looking this up. This is the top headline on ESPN.com right now.
Hold on here.
This is the top headline. We already knew this. Why do I care about Bronny James going to the G League? Talk about the Magic.
He is going to the G League. I didn't know this.
ESPN. So talk about other teams that are good.
Did they send him down to the G League?
He's going to be he's supposed to be on the road trip and then begin shuttling between active and G League. Yep. That was the whole spiel when he got drafted.
I haven't seen this, but yeah, this is fitting. Bronny James is not going to even be good in the G League. He's not.
Like, can I say this?
He's not a good basketball. He wasn't good at USC.
There's no reason, in my opinion, that Bronny James should be getting the top headline on ESPN.com right now when my boy Paolo Banchero balled out.
Yeah, Paulo's nice.
No one talks about any other small market teams. It's just Bronny James.
Yep.
Like I'd put this the Knicks thing over that. This isn't breaking news. We all knew. Everyone knew.
I didn't know this.
Everyone besides you knew that this was supposed to be happening. Like when he got drafted, when Woj was still a thing, was going around saying like he was going to go to the G League. There's no way he's going to last the whole year in the league. Like, why? He stinks. Why is he in the? I'm not in the NBA. I'm one to talk. I'm here ranting about him, but why is he in the NBA? Because of him. Because of this guy, his dad.
Because of the GOAT.
It's nepotism at its finest.
It is. For sure it is.
Like Bronny, if I'm Bronny, I would have stayed at college another year.
I agree.
I get wanting to play in the NBA quick, but like, what worries me about this whole Bronny in the NBA is what happens when LeBron's gone. What happens? Is he going to be a career G League guy? Is he going to be the next like Mac McClung and just be there for the hype and not get an opportunity at all? I know Mac McClung's in the G League right now with the Magic. He got a 2-way deal. But like, he just gets his hype from the dunk contest and doing stuff in the G League. What's Bronny going to do? I know they had like...
Yeah, I think this is... I fully agree with you. I think this is full nepotism.
Sorry, I just had to go off on that.
That's fine. You're chilling. But yeah, that's my NBA spiel. Raptors play again tonight against the Sixers, so that's a game to watch out for. Again, no Joel Embiid will not be playing, so we might actually have a shot at winning this game. Philly is favored by 6 points. Raptors were underdogs by 6 points last time. They lost by 30, so hammer the Sixers. But Magic are playing the Nets tonight. It should be a win for the Magic. Hornets play the Hawks. Hornets play the Hawks again, and they will beat the Hawks, I think. Pistons, Cavs. I'm going to take the Cavs. Knicks, Pacers. This is a good game. Knicks, Pacers will be a good game. This is going to be a Eastern Conference, not finals, but this will be a playoff matchup again. But this was the playoff matchup last year. It will be a rematch. So, how about Miles McBride last game? He went off 22 points last game. He's a stud. So good for Miles McBride, but he's averaging 22 points. He only played 1 game. So good job, Miles McBride. I think that's a game to watch out for. If you want to watch one NBA game tonight, watch the Pacers and the Knicks. Will it be on ESPN? Which game will be on ESPN? I don't know.
It is on ESPN.
It is? That game's on ESPN? Yep. Sweet. So yeah, tune into that game. That's going to be the best game of the night. But yeah.
If I'm giving some picks tonight.
Give me your picks.
Magic over Nets, Sixers over Raptors. Sorry to say it. Hornets over Hawks, Cavs over Pistons, Knicks over Pacers. Grizzlies over Rockets. Bucks over Bulls. Warriors over Jazz. Suns over Lakers. Pelicans over Blazers.
Sure.
Those are my picks tonight.
I'm taking Lakers over Suns, but yep, those are our picks. Shorter episode today.
Yeah.
Shorter episode today, only an hour. Friday episodes are usually a little bit shorter just because we're not recapping, but we got a good episode today. Yep, we got top 5 Tuesday will be next week again. We got to think of something cool for that.
We're gonna think of a Sporkle quiz. I'll try to find one. Name as many players as possible.
How about this? You find me a Sporkle quiz, I'll find you a Sporkle quiz. We can do that as well.
That's fine. Do it football related.
Yeah, football related.
Okay,
sure.
What type of Sporkle quiz you want?
I don't know. We can talk about it. As long as it's not as long as I don't have to be naming guys from like 1960, I'm fine. Hopefully, I just don't want to
name all the draft picks.
I've done a few of those.
First-round draft picks from 1967.
It's like name every NFL quarterback, and I'm doing it. And I'm like, okay, there's guys in like the 40s. Like, I don't know who won the.
I don't know who these guys are
in 1907. Like,
and then you'll have people gatekeeping it and say, you should know those guys. Those are legends. I don't.
Okay.
It's like that whole. Have you seen the NBA trend where people will post a picture of themselves and try to name the most obscure players of all time? I don't know if you've seen that. And people will be like, "That's not a poll." Like, no one knows who this blah 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 is, but you're gonna act like I should know who he is, or everyone knows who he is because he's like the 13th man on the 2011 Milwaukee Bucks or something.
Hogwash.
Yeah, they think they know what. We should do an immaculate grid sometime.
Yes, we should do an immaculate grid. You want to do an immaculate grid now?
Screw it. Then we'll log off after the grid. Let's do it. Football, basketball. I'll do football or baseball. Whatever.
Yeah, I can only do football.
That's fine with me. We'll do football.
Where is it?
I haven't played a football immaculate grid in a very long time. These things are hard. I'm not gonna lie.
They are.
Just because football, is like one of those sports players don't move that much.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta pull it up here.
I think I just got a thing saying Dallas Goedert's out versus the Bengals.
God.
I think that's what that just said.
How do I find this?
It's just immaculate grid NFL.
Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, how do I screen share this? All right, but I got it up. Bang. Present. Share screen. All right. Sharing my screen.
Oh, I see Panthers, Browns, and Bears. Oh.
Yeah, we might be cooked. Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
What the heck?
All right.
Can we do the
3,000 yards passing? Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Put him in there. Well, we only get 9 guesses, so if we miss one, we're not going perfect. Thank you. Well, they had to have played for the Browns in their career. I don't know if Baker Mayfield's ever had 3K, has he?
I think he might have.
Wait, did RG3 ever have it? Because he played for the Browns, I think.
I don't know. Joe Flacco played for the Browns.
Here, put Jay Cutler for the Bears.
Flacco played for the Browns.
Okay.
Huh?
He never had 3K.
Bro.
Put Jay Cutler for the Bears.
Well, I think, should we restart?
No restarting.
Oh, we can't?
No, you can't.
Right.
It saves. You have one a day.
We didn't win it.
Jay Cutler has never had 3K for the Browns? For the Bears?
Baker. God damn it.
Did you do Bears, Jay Cutler?
Yes.
Did you hit the square?
Mm-hmm. I may have actually put him for the Browns.
I was going to say the Brown square was yellow when you... Bears, Jay Cutler. We just waste a pick on the Browns. Jay Cutler. Oh, gosh. Come on. I swear.
Yeah, hey, that's on me.
Oh, now we only have 4. I don't know any Browns and Packers.
Thomas Davis.
Where'd that come from?
That's a mutt pull. Packers.
Wait, who is the guy?
Eddie Lacy.
No, Packers Bears. He's with Simone Biles.
Oh my god.
What's his name? You know who I'm talking about? He was on a NFL Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
He played for the Packers and the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to look it up, but I do want to look it up because
No.
like that's the one guy I know of that played for both. Like,
Did what's his name?
Did Josh Gordon play for the Chargers or just the Browns?
I don't know. I think we're full cooked.
Oh yeah, we already lost. We're already toast. What is his name? The guy, Packers, Bears. He's married to Simone Biles.
Is it Adrian Amos?
No, that's not his name. I think it's something Lewis. I think
Adrian Amos did play. On him?
That's not him, but good pick. Where'd that come from? That wasn't who I was thinking of. Now I got to look up his name.
Packers, Browns.
What was his name?
We're cooked. We have two guesses.
His name was Jonathan Owens.
Oh, yeah.
That's what his name was. Okay, well, I don't know where you got Adrian Amos, but good pick. Out of nowhere. I don't think Josh Gordon played for the Chargers. But, like... Wait! Bears, Chargers, Keenan Allen.
Good job.
Yep. I don't know how we took that long to get Keenan Allen. That just happened. We have one more pick. Might as well get it.
Yeah.
I should know the Browns because we play them twice a year.
Clue. I'm trying to think of some obscure players.
Kareem Hunt never was on.
Oh my god! Deshaun Kaiser.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Drafted to the Browns. All right, we're
41%.
Yeah.
40. How is that not like more obscure?
No. That's. I feel like that's an easy one.
Here, I think you can go to the summary and you can pick see who the top ones are. Hit show summary. Scroll down a little bit. Most popular.
Where does it say that? Okay. Deshaun Kaiser
Tyrod Taylor, Julius Peppers.
Jimmy Graham. Jay Cutler. Okay, we got these three. Khalil Mack. Wow, I can't believe we didn't think of that. Mike Tolbert. I was thinking Mike Tolbert for
how much percentage
Packers.
Is Keenan Allen? Because if Khalil Mack was 47, Keenan Allen's probably number 2.
29.
Maybe got the second most. Well,
we tried. We tried our best.
We'll do it again on Tuesday.
Yep. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to another episode of The Final Whistle. We'll see you guys on Tuesday, Top 5 Tuesday. Should be a good episode. Comment what our Top 5 Tuesday should be, but we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Adios, everyone.